Welcome. In front of me is an INFINIX Hot 50, and today I will show you how we can hard reset this device through settings. So, to get started, you will want to open up your settings, and in here we are going to scroll all the way to the bottom to System, and from here we are looking for Reset Phone. Now, before you go through this, I will go over backing up your device, as this might be crucial to some people. Now, if you're not interested in backing up your device, maybe you have already done it or you just simply don't care, skip forward by like several minutes when I get to actual resetting. But in any case, for people that are interested in backing up, there is one way that you can do this right now, which is the backup to Google Drive. And this option is the absolute god-awful one. Now, I don't really recommend doing this. It is very limited, and what it allows you to back up isn't actually all the data, which as a backup is just flawed. And if you're still planning to go with this, I am going to present the limitations of this just so you're aware of what you might be losing. So number one, applications that you have installed on your device, if they are outside of Play Store, so whatever other store you got them from, those will be completely ignored as a backup. Additionally, even when application is from Play Store and it's being backed up in quotation marks because it's not actually backing up this data, you might lose access to this application if, for instance, you downloaded some application that got removed from Play Store and you're trying to now restore it. The way this backs it up is by just kind of giving a cliff note to the file that is considered as a backup that, hey, you know what, this device used to have this application, so if it's still available, go get it from Play Store. And if it's not, well, I guess tough shit. So obviously, as a backup, when you back up something, you expect it to be a backup that you can restore and have the application. But no, here it works the way that if the application disappears, tough shit, you don't have that application anymore, even though you supposedly backed it up. In reality, you just created a text file. Let's put it this way. It's as good as creating a text file of applications you had installed on your device and you going to Play Store yourself and downloading it. It's just automated. So if an application isn't there, well, you're not getting any more. And if that application is from third-party source like GitHub or anywhere else, Google won't even bother touching it. To Google, this doesn't exist. As long as it didn't come from Google, not our problem, not our circus, not our monkeys. So again, it's pretty limited in this aspect. And furthermore, when it comes down to videos and photos, Google Drive is limited to, I believe it's 15 gigabytes right now. So if your photos and videos exceed 15 gigabytes, Google will basically yoink all that data up to 15 gigabytes and then basically go like, whoa, pay us money if you want to upload more. Otherwise, what we got in 15 gigabytes is all you're going to get. And again, for backup purposes, backing up portion of your media library is absolutely stupid. And as a backup, just fails completely. So that's why I don't recommend using this garbage. It's pretty limited. And on top of that, it completely doesn't touch about things like app data and so on. It does, though, move or backs up your messages and your call logs, I believe. Which, in reality, when it's done by Google, I consider this to be more of a red flag rather than a positive. Google now has access to all my messages. How great. So we're not going to be using this. Now let's see if there's any other option. I actually haven't checked it, but usually phones do have alternative means of restoring their or backing up their data through their own mobile clone. There we go. Through applications like this one, Mobile Cloner. Now, this will be very dependent if you're going to be using this application or other version of this application from other company. So this basically allows you to move over data from one phone to another. It's not necessarily backup in a way that you would expect. It's more like a moving data from one phone to another, but you still retain it here. But later on, you can just kind of move it back. But the reason I'm saying that this will be kind of dependent on other phone is because number one, you need other phone for this, as there's no other option to back it up as far as I can see, right? Yep, so just do another phone. And another thing is, for instance, the mobile cloner that we're using right here on Infinix works only with other Infinixes. To, for instance, move data from this phone to something like, as an example, Samsung that I have right here, I would need to use Samsung's version of this application. These applications allow you to move data to the device, not from it, using the company's own version of it. So Samsung will allow you to use their smart switch to move over from this one to their phone, but smart switch will not go the other way around. Samsung wants you to get onto their platform, not out of their platform, using their software. And just to give you a couple other applications like this one for different brands, for instance, Vivo, OnePlus, Realme, and Oppo. These are all basically part of one big parent company. They all use phone clone. Xiaomi uses Mi Mover. So those are some of the more popular brands that have their own versions of these, and you can use either one of those to move over to one of those devices, or if you have some other brand, look if that brand doesn't have their own version of it. And this actually will be the best way you can create a backup of your data, as it allows you to create backup of everything, including applications, no matter where they are, and it's actually moving them to the other device. So if that application doesn't exist on Play Store, yeah, this doesn't care about it. So obviously will work great. Photos, videos, as long as your phone, the other one, has enough storage on it, you can back up everything. You still are limited with the capability of the device, how much data it can store. But if you have 128 gigabytes here and 128 gigabytes on a second device, you obviously can back it all up. So anyway, with that being said, let's move on to resetting. So we're gonna go back to our settings and then reset phone. And here we have a couple options, but we're interested in the last one, erase all data. And this will present us with a list of data that will be removed, which we shouldn't really care about, as I already went over the backup process. So we're gonna now select erase all data. Now, quick cliff note here. If you have some kind of screen lock, you will need to confirm it when you click on that button below and get this pop-up. And once you confirm it, you can then from here select erase all data second time, and this will now begin resetting your device. Now this will take about maybe a minute, 2 minutes or so to finish up. And once it's completed, we will be presented with Android setup screen. So I'll be back once that is visible for me. And as you can see, once I put in the pin, the reset is now finished. I a little just unlocked it, what the hell? There we go, reset is now finished. And you can set up your device however you like. So, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.